Good evening. How are we this fine Friday? We made it to Friday. I look really out of focus. Focus on my beautiful visage, camera. Not that beautiful. How you doing, Rick? How are you? It's Friday. We made it to Friday. We got a whole weekend to do probably nothing, but I really should clear up some of the bedroom stuff. I'm getting new chest of drawers on Wednesday, so look who's come to help, huh? Look who's come to help. Oh, who's your big baby? Yes, you are. You're my big baby. You're my big baby. You're my tiny baby. Snap's my big baby. Hello. Hello, Ray. How are you? Orko help. Orko help. Do you want a kettle? Do you want a kettle, Orky? Right, let's just camera somewhat slightly. Oh, they're straight on. Straight on. He's like, yeah, look at that big fat belly. Look at that big. I want a piece of that big fat belly. I want a cuddle. And because of this, oi! What are you doing? Isn't this what you wanted? Hello, Jess. How you doing? Yes, Orko is being helpful. He wants to cuddle on my big fat belly. Oh, look at him! Look at the baby! Look at him! So, you may or may not remember. But about this time last year, I bought this lovely little gaming chair, and I swear, because he wants to cuddle me, but I have to basically lean back like this to get Orko cuddles, and a combination of the chair being slightly cheaper, the gas column went through the base, and so much that basically the base wasn't flat, and I had to get a new base that was made out of metal, which hopefully will hold a bit better, because I am fat. And because, I swear it's because I'm leaning back like this, just so he can have a cuddle. Just so you can have a cuddle, yes. Right. Thankfully, this is a point and click game, which I don't need to WASD or anything, so I can do this with one hand, and one wireless trackball. But it means I'm just going to have to go all the way over here. Right, first off, let's launch the game. Well, I've got ways to control everything. It's great. Did a little bit of tweaking the other day as well to restrict the CPU cycles. Hopefully it might stop doing that stuttering bullshit. Playing with one ball, yep. How you doing, Kira? It's all under control. Look at this little baby. Look at him. He's such a tiny baby. Right. So we are going to load session 2 up. And let's just remind ourselves of where we were. Should we watch the ending movie for chapter 1? Why can't you see the screen?
Ich möchte das nicht hier mit Ihnen besprechen.
Ich bitte Entschuldigung, ich habe wirklich keine Ahnung warum.
Gentlemen, I'd like you to meet Her Knight. Her Knight is a hunting enthusiast from America. He will be joining us for a while as my guest. It will give us a chance to stimulate our language skills and perhaps our brains as well, no? Let me introduce you. Her Knight, this is Baron von Zell. Herr Dr. Klingman.
We've met.
I'll be darned. Small world, hey, Doc?
The distinguished gentleman at the bar is Herr von Eigner.
A pleasure, Herr Knight.
Next to him, Herr Hanneman.
Guten Abend.
English Herr Hanneman. We want to be hospitable.
Yeah, it's live action Gabriel Knight.
You must be firm.
Don't forget about me.
And this is her prize.
I'm by far the best of the group.
I swear this is some sort of aggressive flirting.
Very interesting.
Look at him.
At night.
That's some like aggressive flirting, right?
Well, it's nice to meet all of you. Hopefully we'll be hunting together soon.
That sounds so physical. Right now, there are more relaxing activities, like drinking beer, right, Herman?
Good idea. Shall we? Pour Herr Knight some beer, Hanneman. Or perhaps you would care for wine instead.
Beer is fine.
And he drinks beer too. It's wonderful.
Tut mir leid, Sie zu unterbrechen, Herr Baron. Aber ich muss leider gehen.
You may go if you wish, Gar.
I should leave too,
No,
Baron.
cables are not toys.
I have work. Good night to you all.
My God, I never thought I'd see the day when two good Germans walk out on 2 full mugs of Weizenbier.
Well, you have your vices, and I have mine. I'm afraid to say so, gentlemen, but I have an appointment in a few minutes. Baron, my lord and master, good night to you. Good night. I am intrigued.
I bet you are.
I must apologize, Herr Knight. Apparently, this is not the best evening for a new arrival.
You've been very kind. I'm kind of tuckered out myself, actually. Perhaps I could come by tomorrow.
Oh, please do. We normally meet here in the evening. But you may come here anytime you wish. I'll inform Xaver. Take my card. It has my home address. If you care to chat, come by.
Thank you. Good night. Gentlemen?
Good Nacht tonight. Schlaf gut. Also.
That's a theory, Kira. Could be true.
Andiamo. Hanneman. Sigade.
So, let's just catch Jess up on what's been happening here. Gabriel has spent the past year in Rittersburg trying to work on a new book, having written up the voodoo murders. And as he's there, the local villagers come around and they're like, oh, our children, they've been murdered by a werewolf, probably, definitely a werewolf. Please help us. You are the Schattenjager. And so Gabe has decided to help. And characters we've met, we ended up at the zoo where I forgot the character's name, but basically of the 2 gentlemen who left earliest there in that last scene, the second one to leave was a doctor and wolf fascist. Like, he really likes wolves. He's got a picture of a very buff wolf, like super buff wolf, in his office, and likes Wolf Society so much that it was on the verge of we should destroy humanity and replace them with wolves. So that's why we're calling him a wolf fascist. Ammonier, hello, welcome in. Take a seat, chill out, relax. As you can see, I've got a cat. He's helping. We're just catching some of our friends up here on what's been happening. So, Doctor at the zoo, definitely into wolves, like into wolves. Probably a fascist. Also a member of this hunting lodge. So we get membership into the hunting lodge, and that was the movie that we just watched, where the guy with the very 90s no-collar shirt, who's a little bit flirty, like he's a baron, he's a little bit flirty, and queer-coded. And then there was the aggressively flirty guy who may be a bit of a Nazi, not quite sure, but definitely aggressively queer-coded. Fascist Freemason furries, probably, maybe, I don't know. Anyway, we made it to the end, and one of the things we had to do to make it to the end was send a letter to Grace, which started this opening movie.
I told you I will if this doesn't work out. There's still a couple of months before they close applications. No, I don't know that yet. Mom, will you please speak English? I'm not a sales clerk. I don't know what you should tell him. Just tell him that I'm gonna be here a while longer. I'm not ready for that yet. I have to go, Mom. I have to go. I'll call you later.
Oh, Grace is getting paid now.
Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. I just love Blake Backlash, don't you?
He's something, all right.
Oh, he's so masculine and so handsome and, well, sexy. It just about took my breath away when he seduced that female sidekick of his. What is her name?
Fujitsu.
That's right, Fuji, he called her. You have read the book.
That'll be $24.50.
She just melted, didn't she? Fuji, I mean. They just don't make men like that anymore.
You would think so, wouldn't you?
Is it true that the author owns this bookstore?
That's what they tell me.
Of course, he must be awfully busy. Say, is there a good time when I might stop by? You know, if I wanted to get a look at him?
I wouldn't if I were you. He's awfully shy. It's his face. There was an accident.
Oh.
A terrible accident.
Oh.
Thankfully, Grace is still a shit stirrer.
Gracie, something's come up. I'm on a new case. Too bad you're not here to help, but Gerda can handle any research I need. I know I have a lot to decide, but that and the new book are going to have to wait. I have a feeling this is important.
Gerda. I don't think so.
Yeah, fuck her. Gracie's coming to Germany. Oh, yeah. Or at least to a green screen that will paint things in. How thin is this door? This is meant to be like a big German castle that goes back centuries, and then the door is just that tiny bit of plywood.
I need to see Gabriel, please.
Hi, Kathy.
He's not here. Great.
You must be Grace. I think we spoke on the phone.
Uh-huh. When is Gabriel due back?
I don't know. He's gone for some time. Maybe you would like to stay at the castle and wait for him?
I don't have much choice, do I?
And not only is Grace with us, we get to plywood door on German castle. We get to play as Grace. We don't just get to have a mouthing off, we get to play as her.
Grace Nakamura.
Yes. So, what's Grace got with her? She's got a notebook.
My notebook.
Okay, done it. Yeah, that's it. That's all you can say about that. So something I learned yesterday, Grace needs to, or your characters should read everything, because it might lock you out. Turns out this was a Nancy Drew game after all.
Gracie, something's come up. I'm on a new case. Too bad you're not here to help, but Gerda can handle any research I need. I'll call or write as soon as I can. In the meantime, go ahead and fix up the shop a little if you want. You know, flowers and stuff, but don't go overboard. I kind of like the old place as is. I know I have a lot to decide, but that and the new book are going to have to wait. I have a feeling this is important. Tell Gran I send my love.
No, he still loves his nanny. On that. So, Amonier, welcome in to our wonderful, lovely little community. A bit of lore from around here. Number one, we have a love-hate relationship with the Nancy Drew point-and-click games. And number two, in our headcanon, in the very first Gabriel Knight game, because Grace wasn't being paid, we reckoned it was Nancy Drew undercover. So, but whether this game has a shitty pipe puzzle like the Nancy Drew games, we've yet to find out on there. So the voice actor budget was consumed by the live cutscenes. Yes, it was. No, no Tim Curry this time. But also it means that we get to have an Asian American actor playing Grace. That could have been awkward.
My wallet. I converted some cash to marks at the airport.
Yeah, Tim Curry was definitely something, though.
Bert Barkley knows more about history than I ever will, especially at this rate.
All right, cool. So that's what we've got. Oh, Mark Hamill. I'll tell you what now. Michael Dorn. Oh, Michael Dorn had a sexy voice. Hoo-hoo. Right, so let's have a little click around. Who's this dude?
Kann ich Ihnen helfen?
Oh, nein, danke.
Oh, look at that. Grace can speak German. Because Gabe can't. In case you didn't already guess, Gabe has spent the entire game just shouting at people slowly. But yeah, of course, Grace. Gabe, can't even manage to say bitter in English. He goes, does anyone speak English? At least when I was in Australia and I wasn't catching anything, I at least said bitter.
Nice view of the Alps. Nice view of... Nice closet.
Nice closet. I'm glad she likes things. Everything is nice. Is there anything else in here?
Nice closet.
Something I found in the past couple of weeks was the game was kind of notorious for having a massive hotspot and then the tiniest gap before another hotspot. So sometimes it was kind of easy to miss.
He doesn't need my help.
Alright, let's see what's on the other side of the room.
Ritter ancestors, I assume.
Did I mean Austria? Because they speak English in Australia. This is true. Also debatable, but yes. Teeth. And Nightbot is telling me I should save. That's a good idea. Let's see if I can do this. Again, one-handed cat. Session 3. Right.
Like the lion on the Ritter talisman. Interesting. Ritter ancestors, I assume. Pretty comfortable, even if he slept in it.
Well, you know. A door that is locked. Yeah, we can't disturb. We'll have to disturb them at some point. My feet will go dead.
Ritter ancestors, I assume. King of beasts. That about sums it up.
Right, so there's an exit to go upstairs. That'll take us back into the bedroom, I guess.
I can just imagine the cozy nights spent by the fire in this room. Grace Nakamura.
We can exit there.
I can just imagine the cozy nights spent by the fire in this room.
Let's just repeat the same thing. Or we can have a chat with Goethe.
Gerda?
Yes?
Oh, brilliant. We're back to crappy animations. So a little while back we played, oh god, what was it? Phantasmagoria. And the little animations of like, I'm standing here bored, that Gabriel doesn't do. Gabriel just stands still, but look, they've got like little crappy animation for Grace, bless.
Where is Gabriel?
I don't know exactly.
Surely he said something when he left. You must have been here when his new case came up.
I was here.
What was it about? Was it around here?
All I know is that he was going somewhere near Munich. I honestly do not know where he is staying.
She's like quite intense and then just goes, oh.
So, how do you like working with Gabriel?
It is fine.
Mm-hmm. Do you get along with him okay?
He is the Ritter heir.
Are you jealous, Grace?
Gabriel mentioned in his letter that, well, normally I do research for him. It's more or less my field, and if there's anything he needs to get done, I'd be happy to take care of it.
He did ask me to check some things for him, but I couldn't let someone else do the work.
I understand, really. But if Gabriel knew that I was already here, see, that I was around, he'd want me to do it.
I'm sorry. If I do hear from him, I'll ask him what he would prefer. Until then, I must do the work he asks me to do.
I hate to say it, Kathy, but this is women writing women. These were written by Jane Jensen. I think did Phantasmagoria as well. Oh, right. You've had enough. Good. I can sit down properly now. Thank you. Now you're just going to help, aren't you? Ammonier? French. The French dialogues are even more hilarious than badly done French dubbing. Oh, wow. I have to see if we can find vids of that on YouTube. Shuckdale, yes. Right, you're in the way. You're always in the way. Right, we're asking about a locked door.
Gerda, there's a locked door in Gabriel's bedroom. Do you know where it goes?
It goes to the Schattenjäger library.
That's where all the Schattenjäger records are kept?
Yes.
Why is the door locked?
Gabriel doesn't want the workmen in there.
Oh. Can I get the key?
No. The library is for Schattenjägers only.
Well, that's me told then. The French version caused the game to become cult in France. Wow.
Well, thanks.
All right.
We've all forgotten how bobbins the 90s were other than music, obviously. Yeah. And also, what was going on with Grace's, like, dual-length bob? It's a little bit, Phil Oakey. Unless that's just the angle that she's been filmed at, but it really looks like one half of a bob is at least 1.5 inches longer than the other. Alright. Well, we can go out here.
thought Gabriel said this place was stripped. Guess Gerda's been busy shopping with the new Ritter fortune.
Should keep talking. If the dialogue's available, it won't repeat dialogues. You're right, of course, they do generally disappear, don't they?
I thought Gabriel said this place was stripped. Guess Gerda's been busy shopping with the new Ritter fortune.
You're right, let's keep talking to Gerda.
Gerda?
Yes?
You must know something about Gabriel's new case.
It is not my business to talk or not to talk about it. Gabriel took the case for someone else.
Really? Who?
Werner Huber. He runs the Gasthof in town.
Now we got more information.
What are you working on?
Plans for the castle.
Oh, what are you having done?
Lights, phones, plumbing, all new. Should have been done many years ago, but there was no money. Also, things need to be fixed. The stones. The castle is very old. Everything needs work.
Is Gabriel planning to live here permanently then?
Why not? It is his castle now.
I thought he might, you know, sell it.
Sell it? He would not do that. The castle belongs to the Ritters.
I'm curious. I was just wondering, what was it Gabriel asked you to research?
Just some things.
Some things about...
He asked me to check the Schattenjäger library for any record of other cases about... any other cases like this one.
God, Gerda, you're so cagey. It's Grace.
Gabriel asked you to find other cases like this one? Well, that shouldn't be too tough. For you, I mean. So, what was this new case about again?
I cannot discuss the case with you. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. Why don't you go look around the area? I'm sure you could find something to do.
Gee, thanks. Well, thanks.
All right.
It is pretty much cat fight. So I guess we're gonna wander around town. Am I gonna get struck for this? I got struck for the soundtrack on the first part on YouTube. Hello Art, how you doing? And hopefully...
Schloss Ritter, birthplace of Gabriel's genetic code.
It's a weird way of putting it. Well, we got a car, it's not a Mercedes.
That must be Gabriel's car. I wonder where the keys are.
Oh no, we got to find the car keys,
That must be Gabriel's...
We're not going anywhere until we find the car keys. Oh, no, we can have a little wander. We can have a little wander. Hello, Miriami. How you doing? Seems like she doesn't really know who Grace is and doesn't trust her. I mean, oh, wow, that's very quick. We were in town. Yes, she's been very, very protective of the Schattenjäger. And it would be just like Gabriel to not tell a woman about another woman in his life, even the ones he has professional working relationships with. Quick summary for Art. Werewolves killed village kids. We're investigating. We found a wolf Nazi who really likes buff wolves. Like, you know, he's got a poster of a very buff wolf, so I reckon he's into him. Definitely some sort of fascist. And is in a hunting club with some very aggressively queer-coded guys. And now Grace has come to Germany because she's like, fuck this, you're not having adventures on your own. So that's what, are we sure this isn't Silent Hill? You know. Oh, well, this looks like something we should look at.
I wonder what kind of flowers these are.
Is that mistletoe? Oh wow, that's just one big hotspot to the mistletoe, huh? I think it's mistletoe. Looks like, is it mistletoe? I'm not good at flowers. If I was good at flowers, wolfsbane could be. Seems better given that we're dealing with wolves. Oh look, St. George's Church, huh?
St. Georg Church. St. Georg Church.
Oh yeah, that it is a mistletoe's a tree parasite. Alright, it wouldn't be a game without a church. Gabe Knight game without church. What have we got here?
Hello.
Guten Tag.
Well, that's it.
It's no use. He doesn't speak English, and I can't communicate well enough in German.
You didn't even ask him, Grace. You could have said, bitte, kommt Sie sprechen English? Or however you say. See, I did a year of German with the Duolingo, and it, Sprachen Sie English, that's it, isn't it?
I don't want to disturb her.
Right, we got not a lot happening down here, just another exit. Go back the way we came. Oh, thank you for the follow, Monier. And see the movie Gotcha. I have not. Oh, crypts.
Jürgen Ritter, 1403 to 1461.
It's the Family Crypt.
Jürgen Ritter. Jürgen Ritter.
Fucking A. We can't find Gabe, but we can find his family crypt. Yeah, we know where you're ending up, Gabe.
Martin Ritter, 1190 to 1253.
63 years old, that's not too bad. Gotcha. From the 80s, part of it takes place in East Germany. The main character is trying to solve a mystery but doesn't know any German. So when sometimes talk to him, he just says, I don't sprechen Sie, over and over. I'm not buying a mini metro. I'm not buying a mini metro. I'm not buying a mini metro.
These coffins are really old. And they're all Schottenjägers.
That's Martin. There's just the 3 hotspots there. Oh, there's... Oh.
It's a silver heart. Someone must have left it as a mourning gift. It's a silver heart.
Oh, we're not picking it up then.
Wolfgang Ritter, 10 May 1923 to 25 June 1993.
Uncle Wolfie. Dead. Alright, well, we know where the dead Ritters are. Ev, get a feeling there might be some sort of puzzle. Oh, she's gone.
It's no use.
Hello, Transowl. How you doing? You've not missed much. Grace has made it to Rittersburg, and we're just having a little wander around town. We've talked about the buff wolves. We still have not seen the buff wolves. Transowl is only here for the buff wolves. Buff wolf. Oh, there's something to click on first.
Hallo, meine Dame. Kann ich Ihnen behilflich sein?
Hallo, wie geht es Ihnen?
Gut, danke. Und Ihnen?
Gut. Ich bin hier auf Urlaub und...
Let's try English, shall we?
Yes. I've been studying German at home and I thought I knew a lot, but it's so different now that I'm actually here.
Books alone are poor language teachers. You'll pick it up. Is there something I can help you with?
Yes. Look, she tried exactly. Like, Gabe has been living here a year, hasn't picked a damn thing up. Grace has been trying. And as he said, books and little needy owl apps aren't very good. Someone failed the GCSE oral.
My name is Grace Nakamura. I'm staying at Schloss Ritter, and you are...
You may call me Herr Habermas. Welcome to Rittersberg, Miss Nakamura.
It's nice to meet you, Herr Habermas. What can you tell me about Rittersburg?
It is a very old town. The walls around it were built in 1438, but the city is a few centuries older than that.
What do you know about voodoo? Wrong game.
Have there always been Ritters in Rittersburg?
Yes, Martin Ritter built the castle in 1223, and the town grew up around it. I'm proud to say we still have Ritter blood here to this day.
What do you know about Dumbala?
What is this building?
This is a rathaus.
The town hall? Oh, thank you. Thanks for your time.
Certainly. Good day.
Well, there you go. Well, there's the town hall. That all the same.
It's locked.
Capri Sanko. Oh, Capalasaur. Oh, speedy on that. Some nonsense, I guess. Thank you for being speedy on the nonsense. Any other little hot spots we're missing? This is the pub. Let's go to the pub. Yes. Ein Punta Gamma. Bitte. Well, let's talk to the barman then.
Guten Tag. Sind Sie Werner Huber?
Yes. Oh, you are an American, huh?
Guess I haven't quite got the accent down, huh? I'm a friend of Gabriel Knight. I'm staying at the castle.
Good.
You're the proprietor of this Gasthof?
Yes.
It's very nice. Do you mainly serve food and drinks here?
Oh, we have guest rooms upstairs, too. Yeah.
Oh? Does Rittersburg get a lot of tourists?
Some, not so many know about this place. It is perhaps better that way. Germans on holiday come here. Foreigners find their way here one way or another.
You speak English very well.
Yes.
How did you learn it?
Wolfgang taught some of us. He thought we should know.
Really? Why?
It is a very good question, is it not?
Bitter, bitter, said the Orchard tourist.
I never got to meet Gabriel's great uncle. What was he like?
Oh, he was a true Schattenjäger, like in the old days. He knew things.
What kinds of things?
Things. He had, how do you say it, the sight. He was a very good man to go to when you needed advice.
Good old dead Uncle Wolfie.
It must have been hard for the town when Wolfgang died.
Yeah, it was bad, yes. But not a surprise. Gerda knew. It was harder on her than the rest of us.
Really? Were she and Wolfgang close?
Well, there's a look.
You said Wolfgang was a true Schattenjäger. I suppose Gabriel... I mean, he's probably not what you expected.
Oh, we shall see with that one. Yeah, one cannot know the quality of the iron until it has been into fire. We shall see.
Everyone knows about the Schattenjäger here. It seems so. I do get it, Kira. That was very good. And doing the eyeball. And yeah, everyone seems. It looks like Wolfgang was a big leader in the town and protected the town from all the bad things. So yes, everyone knows about the Schattenjäger, but also keep it a secret, says Goethe.
Tell me about Rittersberg.
It is a small town.
Be Richard Fox.
We keep our business to ourselves.
You mean about the Schattenjägers?
Oh, the Schattenjägers, sure. The Schattenjägers are of this place, and this place is of them. We believe in the old ways here. It has not changed much over the centuries. We still remember what the rest of the world has forgotten.
And that is?
That life is a battle between the light and the dark. Do you know this?
The battle, eh? So in a quick note, the answer is no, you don't actually know it yet. I was just doing like a quick look up. Joanne Takahashi, who doesn't ring bell, doesn't have a Wikipedia page. Bless her. Maybe this was the only thing she ever did and had a terrible experience and never came back. And it does look a little bit like Richard Marx on the wall. Wasn't Babylon 5? Wait! Was she... Oh, Bab 5, because I love Bab 5, smallest acting credits here. Oh, Kathy, on it. I'm trying to remember, is she like... Barbara Takashi, Cyberdome Japanese reporter. Oh, wait. I'm getting... Who am I getting? Getting confused with someone who's like... Also in Future War. Oh, the Deconstruction of Falling Stars episode. Right, the very final one. For a second I thought she was like... thought she was someone like Jeff, like an ex-squeeze of Sinclair or something, but... yeah, Deconstruction of Falling Stars was the very last episode. Also, the last episode of the fourth series. Most cast novel referred to the guy playing the Commissar appeared on MacGyver. Wow. I mean, yeah, you know, when you're doing computer animation, you can afford Tim Curry, Mark Hamill, and Michael Dorn. When you're doing full motion video, you just get whoever's cheaper. Right, let's keep talking.
I think I mentioned that I was a
Nothing's
friend of
gonna
Gabriel
seem
Knight.
love for you.
Well, I came to help him on a case. A Schattenjäger case.
Is this good?
Well, we got our wires crossed and he'd already left by the time I got here. But Gerda mentioned that he was on a case for you.
No, not for me. For my cousin, Sepp.
Lots of cousins around here. Is Sepp in town?
No, he and his wife went north for a few weeks. He does not live in Rittersberg anyway.
Oh. Well, perhaps you can help me then.
How do you mean?
You can help me by telling me where
Gerda's
your
not sure
cousin
where
is.
Gabriel is exactly, but you know where I can find him, don't you?
It is not my business to tell people where to find the Schattenjäger. It is maybe not so safe, you see.
Yes, I do see, and I appreciate your caution, really. But we worked together on his last case, and believe me, you'd be doing him a favor.
If he wants you to help him, he will have to contact you at the castle and tell you where he is himself.
Great.
Oh no. Gabriel doesn't know we're coming. You're catching up.
Do you know how long Gabriel will be gone?
If he is a good Schattenjäger, he will not come back until he has done what must be done. If he is not, who can say? Maybe he will not come back at all.
What must be done?
Oh god, everyone's getting just shady. Everyone's getting shady as fuck. I was a little bit quiet there. Hello Boots, how you doing? Let's get another
Yikes forever.
Another yikes forever in there that we can actually hear. Schattenjäger thing feels like a retcon on old Gabriel Knight's backstory. No, Schattenjäger stuff was in the first game. We meet Gerda in the first game.
Can you tell me what Gabriel's case is about? Not specifically, of course, but in general. On our last case, we had to deal with a voodoo cult. I was just thinking if I just knew what he was up against, maybe I could do some research.
Well,
He left so quickly, I guess. He didn't have time to investigate here at all. And the Schattenjäger archives might have something pertinent in them, if I knew what to look for, that is.
yes, that is true. There is much to be learned from the Schattenjäger past.
Exactly. Gabriel is new at this, you know? And Wolfgang's not around to give him advice.
All right, young lady. I will tell you what it is you need to look for.
Yes?
Werewolf.
Werewolf?
Werewolf.
Werewolf. I like the fact that there was a dramatic musical sting just as he said, Werewolf.
Gabriel's new case involves werewolves?
You don't believe in such things.
I don't know. It's a little outside.
If you truly want to be an aid to a Schattenjäger, you will have to believe in such things. Things that are outside. If you cannot,
Dummy actress and friends were told Grace is angry, so she just played her as angry.
All right. A werewolf. What do you know about them? Werewolves, that is.
some things. This is not the first time that Rittersberg has seen the work of a werewolf, or even a werewolf itself.
Really?
Oh, no, not in my lifetime, you understand. But I was told of it when I was a boy. One was brought to town. It had killed many people. The Schattenjäger caught him.
Diva.
He was tried here.
When was this?
1700s, I think, somewhere around in there.
Thanks.
Bitte.
I don't remember werewolves in the first game. Kathy. Where were the werewolves? There were like zombies and some weird shuffling undead creatures in the heart of Africa. And yeah, a lot of voodoo. I don't remember your actual werewolf.
I don't want to disturb him.
But is there anything else to click on? At least we know what to search for. Oh, can we see... oh, the mass dance in the forest, yeah. Schattenjäger was specifically werewolves. I thought it was just sort of like generally evil. Maybe there was a bit about werewolves. Perhaps. I have to go back and have a look. Maybe one day we'll do a replay of the 20th anniversary edition without Tim Curry. And we can go, oh, this is rubbish, it's not got Tim Curry in. Meanwhile, is this Richard Marx? Nothing's gonna change my love for you. Is that the right song? Was that Richard Marx's hit? I remember the name. Was that someone else's song? Have I confused my late 80s, 90s soft rock mum's favourites?
Pretty damn cute. I wonder who he is.
Well, Grace has fallen for him. Is there not a plaque underneath that you can look at?
I have no idea what that says. Looks old, though.
Hello, Jers. How you doing? 80s, 90s soft rock. Now, there's a scary thing. Oh, are you're mumming me, Jess? To be fair, my mum has got the worst fucking taste. She likes Keen.
I have no idea what that says. Looks old, though.
It looks old. There we go. Let the pop Chico, I think Ron might be confused by the name Wolfgang. Yeah, maybe. I mean, there might have been something earlier on. No, early on, there's talk about dragons, isn't there? You know, there's a lot of talk, like, you know, particularly the St. George of it all. Is that... Oh.
I wonder who he is.
That is just Abed from the Darkest Timeline. That's what that is. With the stick-on beard. Gaddafi. No, look, it's Darkest Timeline Abed, isn't it? Look at the shape of that stick-on beard. Alright, well, we have found out about werewolves. Is there anywhere else in town we could go? Is there a fast walk? No. I mean, Grace is quite a fast walker anyway. Oh, literally, town is just a big church, the town hall and the pub. That's all there is in town. I'm going to look up Richard Marx now, because it's just ruined my American Singer. Oh, right, okay. I don't think it's the one I'm thinking. Right Here Waiting. That's the one. I'll be right here waiting for you. That's the big hit, isn't it? God, who was Nothing's Gonna Change My Love for You? Right, that's gonna annoy me. Nothing's gonna change it. George Benson. Oh, Glenn Medeiros. That's probably the one that I remember. Glenn Medeiros. Oh, right now. Right, what are we doing? Oh, we're playing a video game, aren't we? Right. Let's see if we can talk to Goethe more now that we know about... We know it's all about werewolves.
Goethe? Yes?
Or just ask for the car keys.
Do you have the keys to the car outside?
That is Gabriel's car. He doesn't even let me drive it.
I had a feeling you'd say that. Well, thanks.
All right.
I know the case is about werewolves, Goethe. You know, if we just work together... He doesn't let you drive his Honda. It's not like it's a Mercedes. I know, right? There's a lot of animation for walking up the stairs there.
Pretty comfortable, even if he slept in it. Like the lion on the Ritter talisman. Interesting. It's locked. Nice view of the Alps.
Why is that guy still there?
He doesn't need my help. He doesn't need me.
Right, okay. That's where his hotspot starts, huh?
Nice closet.
Nice closet. Is there nothing else about the closet? Like a secret panel? Or a secret key or something? Hey, no worries, Rick. Look after yourself. We will catch you soon.
Nice closet. Nice closet.
Just a nice closet, huh? So, we know it's about werewolves. We can't get into the library, not without the key. Goethe's being a cagey sod. And we don't have the car keys. What have we missed? Let's... Nightbot didn't call me a daft sod to save, but I'm going to save anyway.
I thought Gabriel said this place was stripped. Guess Gerda's been busy shopping with the new Ritter fortune.
How is Grace with hot wire in a car? Well, we'll find out. Maybe we'll click on the car again and she goes, Ha, beat you to it, Nightbot. Bonk Gerda on the head with a statuette, steal the keys. Yep.
Gerda's being a real pig about those car keys.
There's literally down to town. I'm sure that was a backdrop used in Nightmare. We got the Wolfsbane, maybe? We got the church. Did we miss anything on the church?
It's no use. He doesn't speak English, and I can't communicate well enough in German. I don't want to disturb her.
Oh.
Saint Georg, patron saint of the Schattenjägers. The Madonna.
Well, that's justified our love. Come on. What else might we have missed? With the Big Boobies by Van Klump. We were talking about a lower low earlier. Right.
Martin Ritter. These coffins are really old. And they're all... These coffins are really old. And they're all Schattenjägers.
Yeah, that's because it's the Schattenjäger tombs.
These coffins are...
Right, maybe... No, we can't take a rubbing of it.
It's a silver heart. Someone must have left it as a mourning gift.
Nominative determinism there, what, for Wolfie?
It's a silver...
So we can't pick it up. It's obviously something for later.
These coffins...
Ray chuckle, it can't take a rubbing. Oh yeah. It is National Nut Day. Right. Well, there doesn't seem to be anything... That seems to be the only thing of import in there, right? We can't go up and make a sermon. Bad luck for Locktober, folks. Wait, what's Locktober? Oh wait, you can go this way. When did I say yes to penis-shaped food? That wasn't the wiener juice, was it? Oh, here's a door we missed. Oh, we can send letters.
There's no one there.
Ring the bell?
Grüß Gott.
Grüß Gott.
Womit kann ich Ihnen dienen?
My German isn't good enough for chit-chat.
Okay, well, we've got a letter.
I don't want to mail that.
Okay, so if we've got something we want to mail, we can mail it. Art's picking up all the picking up all the little local hints, and they can see the Alps on the castle. That's another sign. Yeah. The wiener juice was I was reminded of that with a clip from a raid that we did the other day. That was in 2064. Read only memories.
Danke. Bitte.
Well, that was a weird conversation. So we got a post office, we got a pub. We got a town hall. And this door is locked, right?
It's locked.
There's nothing to talk to with this guy again, is there? Maybe there is. We find out about the werewolves. Maybe he'll tell us more if we go, hey, we know about the werewolves.
Hello again. Did you need something else?
Ah.
Do you keep Old Town records here? Criminal trial records?
Yes, we have files going back to the 12th century.
Great. Werner Huber told me about a local trial that supposedly involved a werewolf. I'd like to learn more about it.
What was the date?
Sometime in the 1700s?
I'm afraid I would need a more specific time frame. We have many, many files.
Yes, of course. Thanks for your time.
Certainly. Good day.
All right, so we're going to trim it down. I have many files. Terminator. Okay, let's see if we can get a... If we can't get a date out of the dude in the pub.
I don't have anything to say to Herr Huber at the moment. I don't want to disturb him.
Well, we can find out how old the Shatnyaga was who lived in the 18th century. That can trim it down, right? Good old-fashioned... When did you die?
Martin Ritter, 1190 to 1253.
Not you.
It's a silver.
That was Wolfgang, he's recent.
Jürgen Ritter, 1403 to 1461.
It wasn't Jürgen then.
These coffins are really old. And they're all Schottenjägers.
Right, that's Martin. That's Wolfgang.
Wolfgang Ritter, 10 May 1923 to 25 June 1993. Jürgen Ritter, 1403 to 1461.
So how do we trim down the date? Yeah, nobody from the 18th century.
I don't want to disturb.
The priest doesn't speak English. And the only other person to talk to is Gerda.
I don't have anything to say to her right now.
What?
Ritter ancestors, I assume. Ritter ancestors, I assume. Ritter ancestors.
Yeah, what if one of those any of those ancestors of dates
Ritter
against them.
ancestors.
No. What about the ones in the bedroom? Oh, hello, he's gone. And finally look at the fireplace. Take the crowbar, go down, brain girder, and then go and find some keys.
I don't think I need that.
Stick a screwdriver in it. We've unlocked the secret door to Narnia. Ominous hole music. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Secret doorway to Narnia. As Narnia goes, this is pretty
Someone's
shit.
been using this passageway.
Where's Mr. Tumnus? Gain 4 points. Points, yeah. Alright. Oh, we've got a maze level now. Oh, we snuck into Gerda's room.
Yes, Gerda's bedroom. What a surprise.
Are we going to find our cranky husband endlessly fixing something in his multi-pocket vest? Oh my god. We could do. Alright, let's have a sneak round Gerda's bedroom, shall we?
That must be Wolfgang. Something to remember him by, I guess.
That's it for that table, huh?
I can't go out that way. I don't want Gerda to know I'm in here.
Was he a Mozart cosplayer? Yes, could be. Anything else worth clicking on round here? I too sign all the photos I give to people of myself. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't? Maybe Fat Wolfgang signed it as a clue to guess it was Wolfgang.
That must be Wolf.
Like, literally, it's just, you get a signed picture of your old boss. You weirdo. Right, there does not seem to be another hotspot in this room. So I guess we go downstairs. But of course, Gabriel's got... Uh-oh. Oh, wait. Oh, hello. No, we're leaving that way. Why did you just shut the door again? We were going to leave that way. But first, let's look at this picture of Wolfgang again. Mainly because I'm loving the mirror shot. Right, back into the TARDIS, downstairs. Yep. Well, that was Wolfgang Chairs. Who else would it be? Okay, just look suspicious. Just look around, take everything in.
How convenient. When the lord of the manor is slipping through the passageway to his amorous adventures, he can pick up a few flowers.
Oh, Grace, you're such a cynic. You're right.
An emergency exit. I guess that makes sense if you're fighting the legions of darkness. The castle looks huge from here. They've got more rooms left to restore than I thought. The castle look.
Well, this is all just one big hotspot for...
The castle looks huge.
For the castle being huge, huh?
The castle looks huge. I think it'll be quicker to go back the way I came.
Except for that one tiny hotspot for the door.
The castle look.
There's the door.
I think it'll be...
Oh, right. No, just go back. Well, sure this will come into play later, huh? The female characters seem to have their snark turned to 11 in this game. I believe that's what they call strong, powerful women.
It's locked.
Ah, but what's this? I will save the game in a second, Nightbot. We've made it into the library. We just had to poke our way around town for a bit. All right.
Books on the occult. Here we go. Vampires, witchcraft, ghosts, Asian spirits. Lycanthropes.
It's a very tiny book on werewolves. Ah, well, the print's kind of small, so...
How did you get in here?
How did you get in here? We took your key.
How did you unlock the door? Oh, I see.
All right. Look, let's just drop all the pretense, okay? Obviously, I found the passageway. I know what's been going on in this little Alpinian love nest, and really, I couldn't care less. If you want to screw around with your employer, that's none of my business. But what I won't put up with is assisting the Schottenjäger crap. I gave up school to work on this stuff because I thought it was important. I'm doing the research that Gabriel wanted, and so help me, I'm gonna be doing more than just research this time around. And I'm not gonna sit around and wait for him to call and give me permission. And if you don't like it, it's just too damn bad!
Acting!
Okay, fine. You do the damn research.
Damn it.
Oh no, you overacted and made someone quit. What was that? That was acting! Con! There's some kind of tension. But yeah, it seems like a lot, isn't it? Grace is going through a lot. How's there any scenery left? There's no more castle. Werewolves. If thou seekest a werewolf, thou pointest thy finger toward the wolf, and sayest thou, werewolf.
There's nothing else on werewolves in the occult section. Biographies. Looks like they're mostly about Germans. Biography. 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 Biographies.
Okay, that entire shelf is biographies.
There's nothing else on werewolves. There's nothing else.
That's the occult.
The Journal of Victor Ritter.
Oh, we happen to have the Journal of Victor Ritter, huh?
I'm not sure what other case books would be relevant.
Alright, so have we just picked them up? They in our, So this is the bit, 1720 to 1753, huh?
Numerous deaths at the hands of a marauding wolf being recorded in a neighboring county, I set out to see if I could determine the cause. There had been rumors of a werewolf, and the dark signs did indeed seem to be present. The deaths had all occurred within a 40-kilometer range of woods, and at the heart was the village of Alfing. My assistant and I set a trap a short distance from the village. Though the beast had shown a propensity for human flesh, livestock had also been taken. It was a newling lamb we loosed in the thicket as a lure. We awaited downwind. For 2 nights the lamb bleated to no purpose, and once we had to fend off a hungry fox. But at last the beast himself took the bait. I might have missed him. The night was so dark, and the wolf himself was black. But my assistant saw the light of his eyes, and I heard the lamb's cries turn fearful. He had the poor dumb lamb by the throat when we sprang.
Any more pages? Oh, more.
He was swift and might have escaped, but his fatal mistake was to attack rather than run. My dagger struck through his chest and into his right lung. As I had agreed, we bound the wolf and tied shut its jaws. We brought it home to Rittersburg, still breathing, and turned it over to the magistrate. I pray for the man's unfortunate soul. May the law be swift and merciful. God be praised for aiding his servant. From his hand came the strength and wisdom to end the killing. Victor Ritter, Schottenjäger, 20 April 1750.
Now we've got a date. Cool. Kathy's amused that when you find someone trespassing in your employer's castle, your first instinct isn't to call the police, it's quit on the spot. And yes, very nice of Victor to write in English for us. Right, we know when. What else we got? A letter to Ludwig. Let's have a look at this one.
4th of March, 1864. To King Ludwig II, most gracious ruler of all Bavaria. I beg your forgiveness for my forthrightness in this letter, but I fear terribly for your Majesty's safety, and thus have no time for subtlety. I have heard that the one they call the Black Wolf is close to your Highness. I have been investigating this man for reasons I cannot name at present, and I have learned that he is extremely dangerous and can only have the most dire of motives at heart in anything he pursues. I beg your Highness only this. Please do not see this man alone, nor even with your servants only to guard you. I promise you, all will be made clear very shortly when my investigation is complete. For now, only keep yourself safe. Your most grateful servant, Christian von Ritter, Schloss Ritter, Rittersburg, Bavaria.
Oh, royalty.
Chapter 3. Lycanthropy, the Ways of the Wolf.
Sure, that was a song by Duran Duran Duran.
There are two categories of werewolf cases: false or lycanthropic disorder cases and genuine werewolf cases. Lycanthropic disorder. Lycanthropic disorder is a mental condition in which the subject, called a lycanthrope, believes that he or she is a werewolf. The subject does not actually change shape, but is nevertheless capable of being as dangerous as an actual werewolf. Most cases of supposed werewolfery are really the work of lycanthropic disorder victims, man to beast. In real werewolves, a physical change to wolf form does occur. The change can be voluntary, at will, or can be forced by certain cycles of the moon and certain sounds, such as howling.
169, nice.
Werewolves and Immortality. Werewolves are immune from aging and from most physical diseases due to the constant regeneration of their physical tissue. They can therefore be virtually immortal. However, they can be killed by any wound that destroys the heart or the brain, or any form of death that causes brain or heart damage, such as hanging or other oxygen deprivation methods. The mind of a werewolf. Though primarily a true wolf while in wolf form, there is some proof that the werewolf retains enough knowledge to assist his killing. Recognition of victims, evasion of traps, and human cunning have all been seen on werewolf cases. Becoming a werewolf. There are several ways to become a werewolf. They include being given the power of shape-shifting through sorcery, being cursed by someone whom you have wronged in some way, called the Lyconia curse, being bitten by a werewolf, and being born to a werewolf. In each case, the blood of the subject becomes tainted or cursed. Damnation. A person who becomes a werewolf against his will, birth, curse, or bite, is not completely damned until he tastes of human blood. Once he does, his soul is eternally damned and nothing may redeem him.
So fuck you, I guess.
Without tasting of human blood, however, as long as the taint lays upon the immortal soul, it cannot enter into heaven and will remain chained to the mortal plane upon death.
I'm such a fucking child laughing at taint. Always prepping for goth night. Goth night. That's night. Deserve that, thank you.
Werewolf packs. Like real wolves, werewolves can live alone for many years, yet the instinct for a pack often leads them away from their secretive lifestyles into revealing their nature to a priest or close associate, or converting another to werewolfery for companionship. This is when the otherwise cagey werewolf opens himself to detection. Werewolf packs cause immense destruction. A pack consists of one werewolf who became a werewolf through sorcery, birth, or curse. In other words, his is the original tainted blood. This werewolf is called the alpha werewolf. The remaining werewolves in the pack are called beta werewolves because they became werewolves through the bite of the alpha and carry the alpha's tainted blood.
So, incels are tainted and are never going to heaven. Kira's got some exceptionally snazzy new boots. Gonna have some fun stomping them. Nice. But yeah, also, tainted blood. I'm just thinking of, ooh, tainted blood. Whoa, tainted blood. Sometimes I feel I've got to run away. Sorry. Anyway, let's get back to, please pay boot tax, Kira. Let's get back to the incel werewolves.
Alpha and beta werewolves. The relationship between alpha and beta werewolves is a complex one. Once a subject is bitten by a werewolf, his or her life and death are doomed to the werewolf curse. The victim does, however, have some hope. As long as they themselves do not taste of human blood, the curse is reversible. If the alpha werewolf is killed through some action of the beta's curse is broken. It is important to note that whether the beta werewolf was bitten by the alpha werewolf himself or by another beta, it is the alpha who must be destroyed, the source of the original tainted blood. It is also an interesting note that since betas and alphas share the same common blood, an alpha cannot physically harm a beta of his own bloodline by his own hand without inflicting the same injury upon himself. However, if a beta is harmed or killed by another, it does not affect the alpha.
Okay. I get a feeling this is telling us about the end game, and that Gabe is going to end up becoming a beta so that he can do the thing.
Symptoms of werewolfery. When hunting for a werewolf, it is important to remember that your biggest clues will come through your suspects' personalities. Becoming a werewolf is not transparent, no matter how the victim tries to hide it. The tainted subhuman blood greatly alters the subject's own mind and personality, even physical appearance. Therefore, look for symptoms in your human suspects that include increasing violence, increasing aggression, unprovoked rages, insomnia, restlessness, and other bizarre behavior. Unfortunately, over time, these symptoms can be brought under control, so do not rely upon them exclusively.
Okay, I mean, that kind of sounds a bit like when I have the odd meltdown. Am I a werewolf?
A good example of this comes from a case reported by the ancient priesthood society, Manos del Sol of Brazil. A rash of werewolf killings there was tracked to a high-ranking officer in the army. The society became aware of the man mainly through rumors of his violent behavior and changed personality. The case was successfully resolved with a man's capture. Manos del Sol, men of the sun? I wonder if they're like Schottenjägers, only Brazilian.
Brazilian Schattenjägers, huh? Right. That is all of the book. Remember to read everything, because you never know when. Is there anything about Manos del Sol here?
Christian Ritter's journal is here.
The really furry wrists are always a giveaway.
Christian Ritter, born 10 January 1820, ordained as Schottenjäger, died 4 March 1864. The 4th of March. That's the date on the letter.
Oh no, he died on the day of the letter. Did we get to read Christian's journal?
3 January 1864. I am now in Prussia. The beast that brought me here has so far bested me. He is secretive and skillful. He has much self-control, unlike what I'd been led to expect. He seems to know almost before I do where and when I will be stalking him. He turns up his nose at my lures. 3 more disappearances have occurred, and I'm no closer to learning his identity nor finding his lair. I can't even prove he took them. Not a single corpse has been found. March 3rd, 1864. I've had a break at last. The key was in front of me all the time. The Black Wolf, he so daringly calls himself, for all to hear and none to truly see. It is worse than I could ever have suspected. He is not just a beast, but a monster. His jaws are already around some of the best throats in Europe. I return to Rittersburg tonight. I must warn those in danger and get someone to assist me. I am in over my head.
I'm not sure what other case books would be relevant.
There's nothing else on werewolves in the occult section.
Biography?
Biographies here. I wonder if there's anything on... Yes, Ludwig. König von Bayern. König Ludwig. Sein Leben und sein Sieg. Die letzten Tage des König Ludwig II. German. That's not much help.
Ah.
I suppose in the next Blake Backlash book, good old Fujitsu will be replaced by Hildegard.
Oh wow, you are so fucking bitter, Grace.
Hard at work, Knight?
Who should I call?
Who should I call? Haven't I got the number of...
Bert Barkley knows more about history than I ever will, especially at this rate.
Maybe I should call him. How old is that one? Wow. Yeah, fuck time zones, Grace.
Hello?
Professor Barkley? This is Grace Nakamura. I'm calling from Germany.
Germany? I thought you were in New Orleans.
I was, but anyway, it's rather important or I wouldn't have bothered you. Do you know anything about King Ludwig II of Bavaria?
Well, that's a hell of a thing to ask a man in the middle of the night. Late 1800s, right?
Yes.
This isn't really my field, but I think he was crazy or something.
I wish I knew. Do you know anyone who specializes in German history?
Yeah, I have a friend at the University of Berlin. I'll ring him. What's your number there?
It's 4989-555-7878.
Okay, I'll call you back if I remember this conversation in the morning anyway.
Great. Sorry again. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
He was crazy and he built a lot of castles. Right.
I'm not quite ready to write the big hero yet. I'm not quite...
Anything else to click on here? No, do we not even...
I'm not quite...
Alright, well, we made a phone call. Didn't he build Neuschwanstein? Is that the right Ludwig? Well, it's a full-on school on European history and chat. Love it. Okay, well, we got some dates, which means we can go back to town.
That hole is a trigger for the secret passageway. I don't think I need that.
Gaffer tape?
I don't think I need that.
Oh, everyone needs gaffer tape, Grace. Oh, well, Gerda's still there, huh? Get a save in.
I don't have anything to say to her right now.
Ho ho ho! Meow.
Gerda's being a real pig about those car keys.
Why do games of the night need so many piano interludes? I don't know.
Hello again. Did you need something else?
Remember that werewolf trial I'd asked you about? I have a date now. April 1750.
Excellent. Let me go look. I heard of this case when I was a boy, but I always thought it was just a scary tale. I never thought to look in the archives. It was there, all right. What did you want to know?
That was fast. That is an efficient filing method. That's all I'm going to say. We seem to have like a 50-50 split in chat about Grace's hair and the whole lopsided nature of it. It is quite Phil-oaky.
Why did they bring the wolf to Rittersburg? I know the Schottenjäger lived here, but why didn't he just...
Kill it where he found it? I don't know. Let's see. Ah, yes. They wanted to know what man it was, who it was.
They brought it here so it would change back?
Yes, exactly.
Also like the fact that the bomb on the front right flicks out and on the left it flicks in. I don't know why. That means to me. Before we click on, I don't know why, but I'm feeling a wee bit snotty, so I'm just going to go blow my nose. And nobody wants to hear that, so I'm just going to go do that in the bathroom. Hi lads, how you doing? I saw you hiding. I saw you hiding. How come the head goes in the left side and goes out the right side? Whoop! Alright, Ray. Catch you later, bud. Have fun with Goth Night.
What happened to the alleged werewolf?
He was interrogated for 2 days, He confessed his guilt. The trial took place on the third day, and he was sentenced to death by quartering and the stake. He was
Quartering.
given a final meal. He asked to see a confessor, and this was granted. He died at dawn the following day.
They pulled off his limbs and burned him?
Don't think harshly of us, miss. That was a long time ago.
It was the 1780s. People thought differently back then.
Where was the werewolf kept while it was here?
The dungeon. There's a dungeon in the rat house basement. We don't use it anymore, of course. Haven't for many years.
Did it change back?
That's what it says. They put the wolf in a cell, and the next morning they found a man in there. A laborer from out of town identified him as Baron von Raleigh from Alfing.
We don't use the dungeon anymore. But someone could enter the dungeon. That's a good point. And yeah, what archives have an outside service desk? Well, obviously the Ritterberg archives, because presumably a lot of people they're like, we don't want them to come inside, but we need to help them out. Let's make it like an ice cream parlor.
Why did they want to find out who the werewolf was?
I would guess. Yes. It says here that a group of villagers were sent to the werewolf's hometown once they learned its human identity.
Why? They thought there were more of them there?
In those days, the family of the identified werewolf would be in great danger. Many believed such curses were handed down through the bloodline. Was there anything else?
I suppose not. Unless, is there any way I could see the dungeon?
It would be my pleasure.
Oh, that was a bit creepy. Oh yes, please follow me to the dungeon. Sex dungeon.
Everything's been kept the way it was when the dungeon was in use. We show it off to tourists sometimes.
Grace is having a psychic moment. Because Grace is psychic.
Are you all right, miss?
Maybe.
I'm fine.
What are you doing,
It's just
dickhead?
that this place is so claustrophobic.
I tell you what, normally this place is locked to keep out the village children. I'll leave it open. You can come and go as you please.
Would you?
Oh, that's
Thank you so
handy.
much.
You are most welcome. Goodbye and good luck.
Bye.
I mean, I haven't seen any children in this town. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't much of a vision, Kathy. There was a door, there was some fire. That was about it. It was just a bit of a rehash of the opening movie. Just burning stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I suppose if I were a local village child and I needed somewhere to sort of like go and like have a sneaky beer and a spliff out of the rain, I'd probably go to the local dungeon. Oh, big yawns. Oh, they're really over-egging the piano
He asked
music.
to see a confessor.
That's the church in the square. That's the church in the square.
Claw marks. Claw marks.
Claw marks?
Claw marks.
Church and square, anything
Claw
else?
marks. Von Rollick slept here.
I mean, I would have hoped they'd have changed some of that bedding. Are there any other hot spots? Aside from the bed. She could do the same thing again.
Von Rollick slept here.
So Grace is psychic now, I guess. Is that meant to be some words on the back wall there, or just a thing in the compression? Looked like an AU. Are we not going to talk about what this is? We can go in any time we want now. But I'm not sure what else there is in here. We looked at the thing. Hello, hello. And there are...
Claw marks.
Claw marks?
Those bars won't budge.
And the bars?
That's the church in the square. That's the church in the square.
Not going to say anything about the tree?
That's the church in the square. Those bars won't budge. Claw marks.
Just like, what different recording sessions?
Claw marks. Those bars won't budge.
Just like such a difference in tonality. Both like in the recording tonality and also the delivery. Claw marks. Sounded like Nancy Drew. Everything sounds like Nancy Drew. Where you off? Bye. Anything you need to talk about?
Herr Huber?
Yes?
Do you know anything about King Ludwig II?
Of course. Everybody knows about Ludwig. He was the last true king Bavaria had. Why do you think I hang his portrait? Eh? Or that article on the wall? Eh? Do you know what that is? That is from the Munich newspaper the day after the king died. My great-grandfather saved it. It has been handed down to every first son. That is what Bavarians think of Ludwig.
Okay.
What was Ludwig like? Why is he so revered?
Oh, he was a genius. He had a great mind, you know. He built castles, is what he did, and kept on building them until they killed him.
Who killed him?
Them, those politicians. They said he was crazy. got a doctor to sign some papers. They arrested him.
Then what happened?
What do you think? They killed him. Oh, they said it was suicide. But me, I don't believe that. It was murder.
So we're investigating the murder of Ludwig II
Thanks.
now.
Bitte.
Who looks a bit like Richard Marx. And I've already forgotten what the Richard Marx song was. Oh, right here waiting for you. Right. So we haven't quite. Oh, cool. We've got our notebook here. I didn't realise that we actually. Grace was keeping notes. Well, we found out a lot. We still haven't finished the day, but I'm going to wrap this one up for the evening because it's 8 o'clock. And or it's coming on to 8 o'clock, and that means we're going to wrap things up. So yes, I want to quit the game. Let's put some spooky music on and let's see who's about for a raid. Anna is playing Sally Face, which is a very, very strange, dark game, sort of thing that I might play at some point. Timbo is doing Inscription, some sort of deck building, escape the room thing. Interesting. Ruby is playing Little Nightmares. Ellie Joy Panic is playing Grounded. April's playing Subnautica. The Grunkle's doing a bit of Stardew. Calamity Darling's doing some software development. Artie is doing old school RuneScape, is that? Oh. Shall we go and see Timbo? What are you doing? Why are you being annoying, Dick? It's Leak and Dunk. Danke. Yeah, let's go see Timbo. It's deck building and horror and escape the room. Seems fine. /raid Timbo the Wizard. I shall get the raid timer going. We'll get some raid messages if I can type properly. And if you're a subscriber, you can use my big head. Nightbot is not a subscriber. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. Don't blame me if you're going to go to bed. It's been a busy week. Jess is knackered, so yeah, don't blame me at all. But yeah, we're going to go see Timbo. I'll be back tomorrow afternoon. I've got a sneaky game, courtesy of Jenny Mouse and Mirami, with some sort of spooky game where you've got to sneak into the neighbour's house because the neighbour's a bit sus or something. It's a game that I think is going to favour being sneaky, which I quite like. So we'll do that at about sort of like 2-3 o'clock, somewhere around there. And then of course we'll be back here about 7 p.m. to do a bit more Gabriel Knight and see what else we can do with Grace. But in the meantime, I'm going to take you over to Timbo now. Thanks for hanging out with me, you lot. Are lovely. This one is a dickhead. Jess is going out for a bimble. Well, have fun bimbling. Yeah, and I will catch you tomorrow. Let's go say hello to Timbo though. Okay, bye now. Bye.
Fuck your wolf. Then we're gonna squirrel.